is used to space on the y-axis. I think horizontally. I've forgotten. Horizontally, anyone, but just know is line spacing spaces on the y-axis, spacing to space on the x-axis. Thank you. So over to the next, we have the stroke tool. The stroke tool is used to add stroke to your text, a kind of text effect. Get adding stroke to beautify the text. Stroke and color, you can increase the degree of the stroke, and you can also decrease it, increase and decrease. Okay, that's what stroke does. So shadow to the next. Shadow is used to add shadow to your text. You can increase the shadow or decrease the shadow. It's used to add shadow behind the text. Okay, behind the text, used to add shadow behind the text, while the inner shadow is used to add shadow inside the text. Inner shadow used to add shadow inside the text. Okay, that's what it does. So going over to the next, we have the emboss tool. Emboss tool is a kind of a the emboss tool is a kind of making your text, is a kind of text effect that makes your text looks like a 3D text. It adds one kind of feel that makes it look like a 3D text and all that. So that's what the emboss tool does. While the perspective tool, the next tool, is used to change the angle of your text. The angle of your text, okay? Used to change the angle of your text. Okay, as you can see, it changes the angle of your text. So that's what the emboss tool does. Changes the angle of your text. So over to the next one, we have the perspective tool changes the angle of your text. While the next one, the 3D rotate. Okay, this is another kind of rotation you apply to a text. Just like I said earlier, the rotation tool helps you to rotate just up and down, while the 3D rotates text from the left and right, left, right, and also up and down. Is a kind of a 3D rotation that rotates text to like a 360-degree rotation of a text. You get a 360-degree rotation to any angle you want it to go. Okay, to any angle you want it to go. So 3D text, the next to 3D text is, as we all know, 3D, is to make the text a 3D shape, make the text a 3D, making it a 3D, like kind of a text effect that helps you make it a 3D. You can increase the depth of the 3D or reduce the depth of the 3D. Okay, so that's basically that. The next tool there is the 3D shadow. Is used to apply shadow to your text in a 3D direction. So you apply the shadow to the 3D text. The 3D text you created before, you can apply a shadow to it. 3D shadow, you can apply red, any color of your choice. You can apply it. The opacity, you can increase it. The blurriness, you can expand it, whichever way you want to do it. I'm sorry about that. Okay, whichever way you want to do it. So that's that for that. So the next tool, which is the final tool, is the reflection tool, where you add reflections to your text. You get reflection simply means you kind of a reflection of your text having a reflection of your text is a kind of a text effect. It's another text effect you do to beautify your text, adding the reflection, making your text to have another reflection. Okay, okay, that's that for the text interface of the Pixellab. As you all remember, I said earlier that the Pixellab has two interfaces, the text interface and the shape and image interface. So basically what I said right now is for the text. In our next video, I'll be showing you the interface of the shapes and images and their tools, because I said earlier they are different entirely. The tools used in the text interface is different from that used in the image and shape interface. So basically what we just talked about right now is for the text interface. In our next video, I'll be taking you through the interface for the shape and images. So stay tuned as you await the next video. Thank you.